no one can make an intelligent decision without being properly informed. This is why this world wants to control the media. This is why media hype can take you up, take you down. So you don't know anymore who's really good, because the media can make a wicked man look good and make a good man look evil. That is why.
You are watching a special edition of the Final Call News Hour. I'm your host, Herman Muhammad. We're standing here. It is January 16, 2012. We are at the Civic Center Park in beautiful downtown Denver, Colorado. And I have the latest edition of the Final Call newspaper. And this is volume number 31, issue number 15, No Freedom of Speech. And we got our brother, we're going to bring him on in just a minute, because we were talking about a bill that Barack Obama and the Congress just passed that will basically lock you up for saying that which they don't want you to say. So we're going to get some opinions here on the Civic Center Park today and find out what people think about Dr. King's dream. Has it been fulfilled? Will it ever be fulfilled? It's 2012. What the hell is going on? You're watching the Final Call News Hour. And here with Brother Muhammad Sharif. Again, we're at the Martin Luther King Marade 2012. Brother Muhammad, it's 2012. It's a new year. We're at the Martin Luther King Marade, as we stated before. What are your impressions of today's events so far?
Excellent. It was an excellent speech by the mayor. The people seem to be enjoying themselves. As you know, we are very social people, so we like to come out and participate in groups.
Right.
You know, so it's all good out here.
Yes, sir.
You can tell it in the people.
Now, in light of, Martin Luther King is one of our greatest freedom fighters.
Exactly.
And in light of where we're at in 2012 with our first so-called African-American president, do you think that Dr. King will be pleased with where we are as a people today?
I think Dr. King predicted it. And he'll be well pleased. I think we have taken a quantum leap from where we were 400 years ago, because they had a head start on us, Now we just got a few things to get together, like, our priorities.
Yes, sir.
Once we get some priorities together as African American people, we'll be all right. Because we are American,
That's what they tell us.
Yeah. And, I saw a license plate yesterday with Italian American on it. I was real proud of that, because that's what makes America beautiful. When we can group all together and participate in this country like that.
Yes, sir.
We just got to get some buildings and manufacturing and be like the Chinese people.
So, in light of that, is that what you think that needs to happen in 2012? Is that what black people need to focus on?
Man, we got to get our priorities together on one issue and do that. If we don't, at least do one thing that will be productive, like pick up the paper in our front yard.
Yes, sir.
That might work,
That might work.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Paint our house.
Yes, sir. All that.
Yeah.
Praise be to Allah. Well, thank you, Brother Muhammad.
Yeah.
Appreciate you for stopping in. Good to see you again, brother.
It's always good to be with productive people.
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Take care, stay
All right,
strong.
brother. Yes, sir, brother. I'm standing here with my brother Sharif Alim, and we at the Martin Luther King Marade. Of course, it's a very festive festive atmosphere, and I just want to get your thoughts on a few things, Brother Sharif. You know, Brother Sharif and I go way back. We go way back to
Aurora Mall.
Man, the Aurora Mall in the early 90s. So, Brother Sharif, what are your impressions so far of today's events?
I mean, you know, I'm happy to see a lot of people that I don't see in a long time, and it's a nice family reunion like that. But I really think that Martin Luther King Marade has become really commercial over the years, and you know, the same people that Martin Luther King fought against, now they basically run the parade.
Right.
And so, you know, we have to have a rededication as a community, man, to go back to Martin Luther King and observe him and go back and look at his words and really see what he was trying to tell us and try to implement some of them things. I think if Martin Luther King was here today and he would see the income disparity, you know, amongst black and white, you know, he would be shocked. You know, I think when he looks at the educational opportunities for blacks and whites, the disparity, he would be shocked. I think when he looks at when Martin Luther King would look at the wars and the money that we done spent fighting wars the last 10 years, I think he would be shocked. So I think it's beautiful that people come out here for Martin Luther King Day, but we have to really remember what he was all about. And we can't be afraid to challenge government and speak out when they're wrong. And that's something that he did, and that's the true legacy of Martin Luther King.
You need to be up there, man. How you doing?
Let me say this, because those are very interesting points that you bring about. But with the election of our first so-called African-American president, many believe that we're living in a post-racial society. So there are many black people, Brother Sharif, who would say, man, we can't fight the government. Black people are the government. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I mean, we have to look at Obama in the position that he's in as president the same way we would as a CEO of a corporation or a manager of a corporation. Obama is there to manage the affairs of the government. Like Michael Hancock is here in Denver to manage the affairs of Denver. But white folks run the government of Denver, and they run the government of the United States. They have a black manager there in the position, but they run it. But they study, the census put out a report last year that said that African Americans make on average about $3,300 a year compared to white people making $110,000, $115,000 a year. So there's a big disparity in the income gap. There's a big disparity in the educational gap. One second, brother. 1 second.
Okay.
There's a big disparity. So we have to, as a black community, we have to put pressure on our president in this election year, like other groups. The Jewish community, if you're not supporting Israel, if you're not doing different things to support their agenda, they're not going to vote for you. And they're going to put you in the hot seat. You know, the Latino community, they want comprehensive immigration. They want an end to all of these laws that, you know, focus on them, and they got to show their license and stuff. He's addressing that. He got the Justice Department addressing different things like that. You know, when it comes to gay rights in this country, Obama has signed a couple of executive orders for gays in this country. So as a black community, we have to go to Obama and say our vote is not for free, and that if we're going to vote for you, then we need jobs, we need education, we need you to look at this foreclosure that is the foreclosure situation is hurting black and brown people more than black people more than anybody, then brown people and everybody else. So we have to have the president look at things that's affecting the black community, address those things, and try to implement policies to alleviate some of our suffering too.
Okay, yes, sir. Very good answer. So in regards to President Obama and the job that he's done for the past 3.5 years, now going on 4 years, and the condition that we're in as a people, do you think that Dr. Martin Luther King will be pleased with where we're at?
No, absolutely not. I think he would still be fighting. I think he would be focusing on poor. I think he'd be joining the Occupy movement. I think he'd be focused on the poor. I think he'd be focused on education. I think he'd be focused on housing and other different major policies that's affecting black people and poor people in general, you know?
So, has Barack Obama, and I don't want this to be a referendum on our president Barack Obama, who's a beautiful brother.
You see, I'm trying to be nice. I'm trying to be nice.
Has his presidency been a positive thing, policy-wise, for us as a people?
Not so far. Like I said before, he's done stuff for the Zionists, he's done stuff for gays, he's done things for the immigrant, but I've not seen any policies where he's done anything for us yet. And with that, let me go. I'll be back.
You're watching the Final Call News Hour. We'll be right back with more interviews.